No Puffy is smart enough, and he probably done already cleaned his houses. But sexual predators, what do they do? And we'd be like, damn, why?
Even after years of her passing away, Kim Porter still lives fresh in all of our memories as the Misstress who died at the hands of Diddy Combs.
There was story that he was trying to get Chris Brown. There's stories about, you know, those young boys that he had, a group B5 or something like that, trying to get them. Yo, it's a lot of stories that goes around in this industry about not just him, other people. Jimmy Iovine. Ain't nobody talking about Jimmy Iovine. He got sex charges and everything on him, but he got those publicists that's keeping it out off of CNN. It's keeping it off the major news reports. Nobody's talking about that.
Diddy has recently started to panic, and honestly, it makes sense. 50 Cent is wasting no time in bringing the king of horror in Hollywood down, starting closely at Kim Porter, Diddy's alleged ex-mistress. And yes, Diddy Combs killed the girl. Here's everything you need to know. Everything began when a user stirred up a new rumor about Cassie's ongoing lawsuit against Diddy on TikTok, causing the platform to go up in case you missed it. Cassie and Diddy have been involved in a court dispute over allegations of abuse and sex trafficking throughout their more than 10-year relationship. And their bombshells were dropped right when fans thought things were quieting down.
So allegedly, Cassie has turned over evidence to the feds. Yes, to the feds. She has turned over videotapes, a USB drive, and Kim Porter's burner phone.
In a long video posted to YouTube, a claim tip states that Cassie gave the police Kim Porter's burner phone and a USB drive that had unique audio and video footage of Diddy's alleged parties. According to reports, some big names in the business attended these gatherings. Naturally, it appears that Cassie offered this proof to support her lawsuit against the record producer.
She claims that, you know, she hid out at a friend house in Florida after, you know, Diddy put hands on her. And she said that she was tracked down by a guy named James Cruz, the president of Bad Boy Management. You know anything about that?
James Cruz and Hard Pierre always been Diddy's flunkies, especially Hard Pierre. That's why he's being sued right now, too.
But this is where it becomes even more fascinating. A shocking revelation is made in an insider email to Tough News TV linking 66-year-old Bishop T.D. Jakes to Diddy's extramarital escapades.
If Bishop Jakes was at a Diddy party, there could only be two reasons: money or sex. That's all that happens at Diddy parties. Money and I hope it was for money.
Charitable contribution.
I hope it was for money, because arguing about who's going to put the strap on is...
The email claims that Jake's involvement in sexual activities at Diddy's events has been verified by several male escorts. There are rumors of a lawsuit being filed against Jake by someone who says he was just 16 years old when the incident happened. The email goes on to describe an unsettling event in which the victim was purportedly forced into a precarious scenario with Bishop T.D. Jakes. The family apparently left Jake's megachurch, the Potter's House, in 2015 because they were unable to disclose the incident due to hustling money.
That whole party was weirdoed out. Yeah, and it was Jada Pickett, but...
You saying the whole party was weird. What did you see at the party that made it weird? I mean, I'm confused.
I guess it was Illuminati. It's just weird. I know I wouldn't want to be part of no like that. You know what I'm saying?
Rumors further state that Porter's untimely demise may have been caused by secretive activities, which may have been recorded for a memoir she was penning. In previous interviews, singer Jaguar Wright made insinuations about a possible link between Diddy and Porter's passing.
Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was going to meet up with him because we were in Vegas, and then the next thing you know... You want to know what they all had in common, though? the survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Albie Shore was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? He must be the luckiest motherfucker, because it seems like everybody that worked at Uptown Records from the very beginning.
When they were in the room and they would go in the room with another couple, right? And I've seen some things happen in the jacuzzi. Like when I'm the only one could go to the room 9 times out of 10. When Puff was the one who, you know, was in the presidential suite, I'm the only one allowed. I gotta watch the door. No one can get into that door. I'm the only one that had the pass key or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes you would hear a boo 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 boo, a thump or whatever the situation is and stuff like that. Yo, what's up? Everything good? And sometimes they would open the door. I'm right there by the door. Sometimes you see things you don't want to see.
Bruh, I knew about the plug fetishes because I saw that with my own eyes. I knew about him and Kim being swingers with other people, whether it was another male or another woman or a male and a woman together. I saw that with my own eyes. You gotta realize is that after 2005, I didn't see anything that Puff was doing or what he didn't do. Puff had got addicted to yard. And being addicted to those things bring other drugs on. I seen Puff smoke a cigarette. I never saw him smoke a cigarette. He was on the beach smoking a cigarette on YouTube. Then I seen him, you know, smoking and drinking. I was like, that ain't the Puff I know. Drinking like he was and doing all like that. And so that ain't the Puff that I knew. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta realize he had a certain respect around me because I was his OG from the same gang. You understand? And he knew I was law enforcement. He knew I didn't play certain things. So he ain't gonna do what he do around other people in front of me because he know I'm gonna check him on that.
According to Gene, Diddy has been actively involved in organizing the infamous gay parties that the rich and famous in Hollywood are said to frequent. Diddy seems to be more than just a guest there. He actively seeks out more attendees, turning these ghetto-togethers into an exclusive and covert organization.